The name Big Juice is almost like a double entendre. I mean, like I'm big, so since I was small, everybody's always calling me Big, whatever they want to call me. Big Dog, Big Reek, whatever it is. It's always big. So I said I might as well own it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna run with it all the way through. What's going on, y'all? It's Big Juice, rapper from the 905, and you are now tuned in to my session with Off the Record. Ooh, we got some good ones in here. What we got? All right, so what was your favorite lyric from your song Change and why? I would say my favorite lyric is honestly probably be the hook, because the hook kind of encompasses who I am as a person, as an artist, what I want my music to say, which is, you know, only the strong find right through the wrong, whole night through the dawn, lose light, carry on. Basically meaning you're gonna go through some things. People are gonna try to push you down. Things are gonna try to get in your way. But if you truly want it, you're gonna persevere, you're gonna push through it no matter what. Just be yourself and you'll be all right. So, next one, what does your music aim to say? Be purposeful and just persevere through anything. Because at the end of the day, if you stay true to yourself and you stay true to your goals and who you want to be as a person, no matter what's thrown at you, no matter where you're thrown, you're gonna come out on top, or at least you're gonna be happy. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? So. I like this question. What's your favorite juice? I would definitely go with the Fruitopia, the kiwi watermelon combo right there. That right there that one's nuts. Anytime I go to the grocery store and they got that on sale, I'm picking up the max. Yeah, I don't drink much juice, but when I do drink juice, that Fruitopia watermelon kiwi mix, that one goes crazy. You add a little ginger ale in there too if you want. It's pretty good. What's next for Big Juice? More music, trying to do less consumption and more experience, trying to give more shared experiences, because it's not just, this isn't for me. This isn't like, I'm not just doing this because I want the money and the cars and nah. I mean, I kind of tried to live that life already in the past, so I want to start sharing who I am and my community, my surroundings with my listeners. So. More experiences, more shared experiences. We got the Jacksons in here, Cool in the Gang, we got some Temptations. What was your first concert you ever went to? Personally, I don't even remember the name of the concert because I was young. My mom and dad used to bring me to, like, we used to go to Buffalo for concerts and all of that stuff. But the concert that comes to memory, the earliest one I can remember, is they had WBLK 93.7 in Buffalo, had a concert over there in the Moulton Amphitheater. And it was Blackstreet Boys, Teddy Riley, Boyz II Men, TLC. It was basically a festival. And I remember being 6 years old, and I don't know how it happened, but I just remember just running through the aisles. Because this is back in the day, right, when security wasn't that crazy. But yeah, and it was just amazing. Like, I remember just seeing the crowd and the experience, and it was almost like one big party. There was nobody sitting down. Everybody was up. They were dancing. People were moving around. It was a great experience. Great experience. What's the meaning behind your name, Big Juice? The name Big Juice is almost like a double entendre. I mean, like I'm big, so since I was small, everybody's always calling me Big, whatever they want to call me. Big Dog, Big Reek, whatever it is. It's always big. So I said I might as well own it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna run with it all the way through. So, and the juice comes from when we were younger, you know, you used to go to parties. I used to do a bit of drinking. Back in the day, they used to call it juice. So my boys used to honestly, I remember one day you say, yo man, you're always da-da-da when we go to the parties, you know what I mean? I'm the one that's starting the party, et cetera, et cetera. So they started calling me Big Juice, right? And I kind of just ran with it, tried to stay true to who I was, you know what I mean? So use it as my professional name and added the one in there just to show everybody, you know what I mean? You should try to attain to be at the top, regardless of what it is you want to do. Don't aim for nobody else's top, aim for your top and go for it. So. Ooh, got some Donna Summers. You gonna be listening to some of these afterwards? They're nice, man. These are nice, man. All right. What made you decide to leave football and pursue music? That one right there is a deep one, but it's funny because most people think I chose to leave. I didn't choose to leave. Tell you the truth, if I had the opportunity, I'd probably still be pursuing that career, as ignorant as it was. But when I was in my sophomore year, I found out I had heart disease, and I have an enlarged heart. So, and the story is actually kind of crazy because I didn't know it, and they kind of said like, yeah, you've had it your whole life, et cetera, et cetera. So during spring camp, I was getting like stomach problems, like really bad. So they sent me to the doctor. I went to the doctor. They did a scan and they said, oh, when you're under, there's something wrong. So then they ended up doing more tests and they found out, yo, you have an enlarged heart. You got to stop playing ball, et cetera, et cetera. At first I was crushed, but then I think about it and it's like, it's nuts. The fact that they found it, the way they found it. And I've always loved music, but football always got in the way because especially when you're playing post-secondary, it's non-stop, 24/7. So I didn't have an opportunity to create music or even start. It was just all consumption. So at the end of the day, like I look at it like I got a second chance. I got a chance to do something that I feel now is a lot more fulfilling, not just for myself, but for others. So yeah, but I didn't leave. I got put out of football, which is good because now I get to tell people younger than me that I see playing football, you'll find something else. Find another passion because you never know. So it was good. Tell us about the inspiration behind your latest project, 10K. 10K, I wanted to, well, it started off as being an ode to the 10,000 hours theory. Being you want to be a master at your craft, you'll work 10,000 hours. When I started doing research on the theory, I found out that Malcolm Gladwell, the person who wrote the book, did the research. He felt that people they weren't really understanding what he meant by this 10,000 hours. It wasn't necessarily a benchmark where you hit 10,000, you're a master. It was just the average. He did studies on hundreds of people that were considered masters of their craft, and 10,000 was only the average. It wasn't the benchmark. There's people that did way more than 10,000 hours, people that did way less. But what he did realizing that it's not about the amount of hours you put in, but the value of those hours that you put in. What's the worth? What's the value those hours hold? Are you putting a lot of work in those hours? Because you could just be playing around for 10,000 hours. Doesn't mean you're gonna become a master. But if you work hard for the 5,000, you might become a master. So what I did was I really wanted to focus on the process, not the end goal. Because 10K encompasses songs I want to say I made maybe 2 years ago, and some of them were made as soon as last year. So it really shows me as an artist the process of where I'm trying to go to. But as well, I just wanted to shine light on it's not always about the end goal as much as it is about the process and the value you get from the experiences, the skills you learn on the way to that end goal. So, yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Big Juice once again. You can catch me at B1GJuice on all social media handles. Find me on Spotify, Deezer, YouTube, all of that good stuff. Once again, thank you for tuning into my session with Off the Record. Peace.